Last week, there was a lot of talk about one particular type of metal, iron. It's really important for the Aussie economy, and as the price has fallen, it's hit the country's budget hard. There have even been calls for a big government investigation into why the price is so low. Carl thought he'd have a closer look at just what iron is and why it's causing so much debate.
What am I? I'm found in buildings, bridges and skyscrapers. I've been shaping humans' lives for thousands of years. And this guy is named after me. The answer is iron. Iron has been around since the Earth was born, and it's believed to make up a huge part of the planet's super hot core. But some of it also sits closer to the surface. Up here, it's called iron ore. Ore is the name given to a chunk of rock or mineral filled with important elements. So iron ore is rock with iron in it. Okay, but how do we pull the iron out of that rock then? Basically, with lots of heat. Things called blast furnaces can melt away and separate the iron from the rock. This is called smelting. And it turns the iron into a liquid metal. From there, it can be poured into casts and shaped into all sorts of things, more than you can possibly imagine. Iron is a super useful element. It's incredibly strong, and we can shape it into pretty much anything. That's why humans have been using and producing it for more than 3,000 years. The period from 1200 BC to about 600 AD is even called the Iron Age. The first things we made using iron were weapons and tools, and since then we've never stopped using it. Today we combine it with other metals or elements to make things called alloys. One common alloy is made up of iron and carbon. That gives us steel. Steel is used in construction all the time because it's strong but also pretty cheap. Luckily for us, Australia has heaps of iron ore. Most of it is up here, around the Pilbara region. And overall, we export more than $4 billion worth each month. But recently, the price of iron ore has dropped dramatically, from $135 a tonne to below $50. Most experts say there are two reasons why this is happening. One, China has been mining more of its own iron ore and buying less from Australia, which has helped drop the price. And two, some mining companies have been selling more iron than they used to, which has driven down the price as well. But this drop in prices isn't just a problem for mining companies. If they make less money, then the Australian government collects less tax money from them too. So the government can't spend as much in the budget, and that affects all of us. So that's the story of iron in Australia. But in spite of all these recent problems, this strong and shiny metal still remains an incredibly useful element in our lives, and an important resource for Australia's future.